Who remembers the BJ and Bill show all those years ago on WOLZ? Well, many have said they missed the show, and guess what? They're back. Welcome to the BJ and Bill podcast.
Welcome to BJ and Bill, the podcast, a part of the Podcast Playground Network. Please give us that 5-star review. Make sure you subscribe on your preferred podcast platform. Follow us on Facebook, BJ and Bill, the podcast. And you can always email us, BJ and Bill, the podcast at gmail.com, as we welcome you to episode 198.
They come right after one, right after another. I don't know why you're always so surprised. Now, like I've always said, when we get to 200, woo-hoo, we'll have a party or something like that. But It's only 2 weeks away.
Maybe I'll have to come up and celebrate with you. Maybe we'll go to the museum and I'll drink some more Gatorade.
We were talking before the show started about the Cade Museum. Dr. Cade is the one that invented Gatorade and started that whole sports. I mean, he basically started the sports drink industry when you think about it. I mean, Henry Ford he wasn't the first to build a car, but, he kind of made the car business what it is in America. Dr. Cade started the whole sports drink thing, and there's a museum. He has a museum, and I don't know if he's still with us or not. I don't think so, but anyway.
Now, just because now you got my curiosity up, and I'll probably throw you a question. You'll go, let me Google that.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
What else did he invent? Do you know any of his other inventions besides Gatorade?
He was a sports physiologist or whatever he didn't. He wasn't an inventor. He wasn't like a Thomas Edison who invented a whole bunch of things. This was he did this and got famous and eventually, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, I don't think he did it. I mean, I don't know that. If Dr. Cade is still around or his family or whatever, and they're listening to this podcast, please forgive me. I don't know. So I will check on that. I'll get back to you. I'll make a note. I'm writing it down right now. Okay. So anyway, what else is happening?
Not much. I'm just checking the emails, and the only thing that's always there is like, we can make your podcast heard by millions. It's like,
of course you can.
We already got people to do that. Don't bother us with those stupid emails.
We got people. So, and then the other thing this morning we were talking about, I moved the desk in my office to face the wall instead of, it was kind of catty corner where it was half windows, half wall. Now it's all wall, but that means the windows are on one side and it's dark on the other side. So I kind of look like a superhero movie here with, half light, half dark face, whatever. So I don't know.
I was going to say an angel.
Angel, thank you. Just depends which one. So, Lucifer was an angel too. So there you go. All right. So other than that, how's it going? What's up? What's shaking?
Not much. I'm like somewhat, knock on wood, healthy.
What's up with the rest of the family there?
My wife got the stomach virus like on Friday, and she was spending lots of time sitting and standing. If you get my drift, both ends.
Quality time in the bathroom? Yes.
Yeah, quality time.
I get your drift. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope she's better soon.
I'm just, because those viral things, especially stomach viruses, very contagious.
Very.
So I've been doing, the hand sanitizer and kind of staying away from her, but yet being that helpful husband to go get her some Gatorade when she needs it.
Oh, there you go. Gatorade. Yeah.
And I went, of all things. And she goes, well, it's good for a hangover. So maybe it's good for the stomach flu. So she, like I said, both ends for 2 days. And she did keep it down. I will say that. But she goes,
okay,
why don't you go get me a Happy Meal? I need some quality food for some protein.
Wait. You used Happy Meal and quality food in the same sentence. Wait, nobody's buying that. I don't even think the company that makes the Happy Meal will stay out of trouble and not mention them. I don't even think they would go that far, unless you talk about the apple slices that come with it. That's
no, she gets double fries.
Okay, great. Oh my God.
Well, they're only little packets. They don't even
I
make up.
understand, but you're talking about fresh grease into the stomach, which is already having enough trouble. So, yeah.
I don't
And
know.
she was okay with that. I mean, you did it and she was okay with
No,
that.
this is what
Oh,
this is what she like looked at me and those little puppy sad eyes and
right.
looked so sick over there and on the couch. She goes, "Will you go get me a kid's cheeseburger Happy Meal from McDonald's?"
Wow.
I go, "McDonald's? Are
Wow.
you sure that's what you want to open up, your food regimen with?" And she goes,
Yeah.
"Well, it's good for hangovers and it's got protein."
It's
And
good for
yes.
I I I'm not going to argue with hey, good for hangovers. I have no idea why it would be. I
It
don't.
is, believe me, it is.
Oh, you have experience on this. You know for a fact.
Oh, I have experience. My daughter, my wife, we all have experience.
McDonald's
A
food.
good McDonald's after a hangover fix you right up.
Really?
I think there's some kind of whatever whatever preservatives they put in there must
Yes.
work as medicine, hangover medicine.
Wow. Wow. I'm learning new things today. I really am. You were learning about Dr. Cade before with Gatorade, and now we're learning about McDonald's and hangover cures. I mean, we're gonna add like AI to the show and just have AI be able to talk to us someday. And I would ask right now, tell me about the rumors of McDonald's food being good for, hangover. I don't have my phone with me, or I'd fire up Claude right now. So, I don't know.
Here,
So
well,
did you
no,
do it? Did you do it?
yeah, I went and got it for her.
And did it work? Did it?
She didn't. Let's just say this. She had it yesterday, probably around 11, 12 o'clock. No, a little later, a little after lunchtime.
Okay.
First thing she really, she had some crackers and had some toast. But the first real food she had for like 2 days, and it worked so far.
Real food. I'm doing air quotes. Real food. Wow. That's shocking. That really is. That really is. Wow. Okay.
She says her stomach is still kind of rumbling today, but she's doing okay.
Okay. All right. Good. Good. Good.
Hopefully
good.
she's over it. And like I said, hopefully I'm not going to be the next one going, "Oh, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go."
The next victim. Yeah, absolutely. So, okay. Well, that's good for you. Okay. All right. I'm glad everybody's feeling better.
And then, of course, the first day that she had it, I went and got, the Gatorade and
Right.
crackers
That makes sense.
and some ginger ale.
That makes sense too.
But
Although
yeah,
modern ginger ale, I'm not so sure. It's the real ginger that does it. And I don't know how much ginger is in real ginger ale, but modern ginger ale, but it might.
I get fake Marianne all the time.
Ginger Mary, the captain, and Gilligan.
Wait,
I caught that. I am amazed that I caught that after just literally 2 slurps of coffee this morning. We turned on the show and he's looking at me like, "You okay? Are you awake?" I'm like, "No, I haven't had my coffee yet." It's all right. I'm getting there. I'm getting back in the program. Wow.
Now let's just be truthful with the audience before we take our first break.
Yes.
Everybody growing up watched Gilligan's Island that's our age. I'm sorry. There might be one or two that didn't watch Gilligan's Island as a child. Were you a Ginger or a Marianne guy?
Which now I'm in trouble because I'm not sure I remember what Ginger was the
movie
actress,
star. Yeah,
the movie
actress.
star.
And then the one with the pigtails.
Marianne, yeah, Pixie.
Dark
No, I'm
hair,
Marianne.
pigtail.
Absolutely Marianne. Absolutely.
Yeah, me too. I was a Marianne
Right.
all the way through.
That and then 40 years later that transferred to WKRP in Cincinnati, where everybody was either a Lonnie Anderson fan, the glamorous secretary who, the front of the office, or the actress's name was Jan Smithers. I forget the character she played, and she was the young spunky pixie, whatever cutie, and I liked her better too. So there you go.
I leaned a little bit more towards her, but yeah, Lonnie Anderson was.
Yeah.
I just always said, why? I shouldn't. Well, yeah, I can say it now. I'm divorced because my first wife worked at the radio station with me as the receptionist.
Oh.
And I would say, why isn't our receptionist looking like?
And your wife was that receptionist?
I don't know if I said that. I don't know if I said that when I will tell you this story though.
Okay.
Because it was really weird. We were like, when they brought like at night, we ran a tape show. It was like the big reels of tape.
Yes. Yes.
And so the UPS guy would bring the tapes and pick up the old tapes. Like it was like a weekly thing.
Oh, wow.
And of course, this is after I am married to the receptionist out there. So
Where was this, by the way? Was this in Fort Myers?
This is back in Rensselaer, Indiana.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
This is back in my first wife, my real young days.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
And so this guy comes in with the tapes, like always, and he throws them up and grabs a new one on his way. I go, man, I like to bang that girl out in the front desk. And I go, I do it all the time. It's my wife. Oh man, he turned about 20 shades of red and got out of there about 1,000,000 miles an hour.
All right, that's funny. That's a great guy joke. That's funny.
And it's true. It's a true story.
There you go.
It's not a joke. It's a true story.
Awesome.
Well, I don't know if he ever came back or not. I can't remember, but yeah.
Too embarrassed to show his face. I get it. Yeah, because he was worried about that kid in the back who was married to the good-looking secretary and that he might go off on him or something. Yeah, right.
Yeah, that little skinny kid. He's going to come out of that chair.
Yeah,
take one of those records and bust it over my head.
Yeah, that's the one with the heart condition who can barely get around. That's the one. Oh, boy.
So, yeah.
That's a B.J. Odom story I have never heard. And
You've never heard that story?
I was pretty sure I'd heard them all, but wow, look at that.
Well, probably it was never told on the radio back in the day because.
And no, that would not be good
that was
family
not BJ.
friendly.
Yeah, that was not BJ and Bill material. But
now
we're doing a podcast, and we can even drop. We can even be worse than that. But we're not, because we respect our audience that has, been with us for all these years and have continued to support us with the podcast.
There you go. That sounds good. Whatever he said, that sounds really good.
Again, thanks, Mom. Okay, as we move along. Now, I'll just say, let's take a break and we'll come
okay,
back.
That's a good time for a break. Go get your coffee. We'll be right back.
BJ Odom here from Gift of Life, the Organ Transplant Podcast. A reminder, my memoir, More Parts Than a Chicken Nugget, isn't just a medical story. It's a survival story filled with humor. Oh, and heart. It'll make you laugh, maybe even cry, and definitely believe in second chances. More Parts Than a Chicken Nugget. Available now on Amazon.
Most people spend years planning for retirement, but not nearly enough time planning for what comes after the paycheck ends. Hi, Bill Stevens here, and like a lot of people our age, I wanted more than just slowing down. I wanted purpose, something meaningful, something that could still create some income from home without punching a clock every day. That's why I started building my own home-based affiliate marketing business. Now, I know that's a fancy term, but it's really pretty simple. I'm also getting help from a big online community and step-by-step support. And now I help other people nearing retirement discover that maybe their next chapter of life could become the best one yet. Want to learn more? Well, check out my website, bizwithbill.com. Again, www.bizwithbill.com. That's with a Z. And we are back. Look at that. So that was easy. Easy and quick. So just a quick slip of coffee and all that.
It is kind of weird though, because now that I think about my my early years of radio.
Yes.
My wife was the receptionist and, did the traffic, which is putting the commercials in and stuff like that. Later in life, I get divorced. I moved to Fort Myers, Florida, and they're looking for a sales secretary, that is like the secretary to all the salespeople.
Sure.
And so they come to me, of course, hey, we need this spot made. Would you? Well, to do the commercial.
I see. A commercial to advertise for the job opening. Yes.
Yeah. So I said, oh, okay. And I recorded the commercial. And there was this young lady who was staying at her grandmother and grandfather's condo. And she heard the commercial. And, she was looking for a change, from Jersey and the
Right.
And she worked in New York at the hospital. She goes, "This sounds like a fun little change, a secretary for sales secretary. I don't know what it is, but let me go apply."
Sure. Sure.
So, like an idiot, she went and applied after hearing my voice.
Ah, that should have been her first. That should have been her first red flag.
Yeah. And then she gets the job, and then this guy starts hitting on her. And she's
This
going,
guy. Wait. This guy.
yeah, this guy keeps hitting on her. And finally she breaks down because everybody says, "Oh, he's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. You should go out with him. He'd like to go out with you."
Mm.
And then she went out with this guy.
Yeah, this guy.
And then this guy who had a son who was really into wrestling, like their second date was more or less going to Tampa to see Hulk Hogan in a wrestling match.
Was it really?
Oh, yes, it really was.
That is so lame. But go ahead.
And so she ends up marrying this guy.
And,
she
and 50 years later, asking him to go out and get a Happy Meal. Dun dun. Full circle, folks. Full circle. Man, oh man.
So I guess girls in radio. Well, I was already married to my first wife, and then she got the job,
Right.
at the radio station.
Right.
So I get that was a little different, but yeah, I met my second wife
At the radio station.
at the radio, where there was supposed to be a rule back in those days at Wink,
Right.
no fraternizing.
That's how I met the lady who would turn out to be my wife.
Fraternizing?
No, college radio station.
Oh, okay.
College radio, yeah. Because
Oh, so
I was the big program director. Ooh. And I would run the student meeting at the first of every quarter to try to recruit people to come and work for our totally lame, totally small little dorm-based radio station. And she was in the in the audience for one of those meetings.
Oh, cool.
There you go. There you go.
You shouldn't have done that either. You were her. I think the coolest thing about my story too is when I finally left and
Right.
I went to Naples, which wasn't a far cry jump, but I went down to RGI G93
Right.
because they offered me the afternoon shift there, and so she said that's where we decided not to get married, but that we were an item.
Uh-huh.
And she wanted to move in with me. So that was like, that's when we started in sin.
Living in sin. I get it.
But I remember
yeah.
she went into the bosses and said, I'm resigning. I need to leave. I'm moving. My boyfriend's got a job in Naples and I'm going with him.
Well, you didn't know who that was? Come on.
Yeah, nobody knew. There was like maybe 3 people in the whole building that knew something was going on.
Yeah, but as soon as somebody says my boyfriend's going to a job in Naples, then he goes, "Oh, that's that BJ guy."
No, they didn't. Well, I don't know. Even she said Naples. She just said, my boyfriend got a new job.
Oh, so you hadn't made the announcement yet?
Well, I think no, the announcement had not been made that we were seeing each other.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if I'm the boss and BJ Odom comes in to tell me he's got another job in Naples and he'll be leaving, and then my sales secretary comes in and goes, "My boyfriend's going to Naples, I'm gonna have to resign," I can put 2 and 2 together real easy.
I don't know if she said Naples. I think she might have just said my boyfriend's leaving, moving, and so I'm going to move.
I still would have. That's still easy math, but okay,
but,
I got it.
But
anyway,
in all honesty, I don't know if they knew I'd quit yet.
Oh, okay.
Let's just, as Paul Harvey would say,
yeah.
Let's tell the rest of the story.
That's the rest of the story. Yeah.
So we got this new PD came in. His name was I almost called him G. David Howard. No, it's what was his name?
That was before my time.
Oh, G. David. No. G. David was the comedian.
Right.
Bennett. What was his air name?
Oh,
Bob Bennett.
Yeah, I think
something in the box. Or whatever it was. So he took over as program director. I was doing afternoons, and he decided he was going to move me to overnights. And I decided 2 weeks before that, I got a job offer in Naples. And I said, no, I'm very happy where I am. I don't plan on going anywhere. And then I get, the speech where we're going in a different direction. We're moving you to overnights. Because he wasn't on the air for like his first 3 months there.
Right.
So then he said he was going to take over afternoons, and he was moving me to overnights. So I immediately went home and called the station in Naples. Said, "Hey, are you still interested in hiring me?" And they said, "Yeah." And they go, "Yeah." I go, "Oh, sign me up."
I'm on. I'm here. I'm all.
They go, "When can you start?" And I go, "How's Monday work?" And I think that was like a Friday afternoon.
That's the way it. I mean, if you've never been in the radio business, that's the line that we've all heard at one point. We're going in a different direction.
Yeah.
And you're not going in that direction.
Yeah. Well, I didn't let them know I wasn't going in that direction
Right.
until
Right.
after everything was secure. So she may have, I don't know, but yeah, however it worked out, they were all surprised. So I don't know.
Good.
Maybe they're
Sounds
just
good.
dumb.
Maybe they just never put two and two together. Okay, I got it.
They wouldn't have been very good detectives, that's for sure.
No.
Because we were making Google back in those days. We were making googly eyes and everything at each other. Like,
Wow.
oh, she's cute. Oh, he's my boyfriend. Oh.
Look at you.
I was like, oh, that's my husband. Would he just get the hell out of here?
And here we are, 50 years later,
I don't
still
think
figuring it out.
Has it been 50? Well, how long has it been? Probably. I think it's well over 40, but not 50. But I've been married now over 40.
When did you get married? I mean, I got married. I mean, wait, well, that's easy because I got a round number. I got married in 80. So that would have been 46 years. And
Well,
you
see,
were married before that, weren't you?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Now, I was the first time married before that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't get married till, because we both kind of moved. Well, I moved in 82, 81 or 82 because that was my first job down in Naples.
Right.
And then I went to Wink, and then she came on board.
Oh, okay.
So we didn't get married till like 83, maybe 84.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah.
In Fort Myers. She got married in Fort Myers.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got, because, we didn't have, she had friends up north. I had friends up north.
Right.
We didn't really have any like too many close friends.
Right.
Now I forget the name of the bar. It was on Winkler. We got married it was Shallows, I think it was called.
That was down. No, that wasn't downtown.
That was on Winkler. Yeah. The Shallows was on Winkler right there by where, now there used to be a Sonny's barbecue there.
Yeah.
Kind of by the old Laugh-In Comedy Cafe, kind of across the street from.
That was that was for those who remember, the Shallows that was as fancy as it got back in the day.
And so that was our fancy wedding.
Nice. Very nice. Okay.
I remember, because there was a couple guys at the radio station that DJ'd.
Yeah.
So they all just, that was like a DJ free for all, Dave Devereaux DJ'd for a while. Dave Alexander DJ'd for a little while. It was just one of those things where everybody was a DJ. So everybody kind of got behind the controls for a while.
I almost said something really stupid, like, "Oh, your son could have done it. He was 4 at the time." That's funny.
I think he was 5 when we got married.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, because we moved together down here when he was 4.
Right.
So, I didn't meet her. I didn't meet her right away. There's a few other women in between.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. The red flags worked with the other women, is what we're saying.
Yeah. They're like, I'm getting the hell out of here while I still can.
Well, that's again, more BJ Odom history that I had not heard. That's amazing and cool. So there you go. Very good.
Let's get some Bill history.
Wow. What kind do you want to hear? I mean,
juice. I want the juicy stuff.
The juice. I am a shriveled up piece of fruit when it comes to juicy stuff. I don't have a lot of juicy
Oh, you're freeze dried, huh?
I am freeze dried strawberries. I really am. I'm just, got married in 80 in Ohio. She had a job.
Who came to Florida first? Was it her?
Oh no, it was me.
You?
Absolutely,
you?
Absolutely. To go to Super Q, to go to 96 Super Q. Yeah,
because I know she worked for public TV for a while.
She did, and that's where she retired from. In fact, at Florida Gulf Coast University. But no, the guy. This is not juicy, but it's the story. the guy who was my program director at my college radio station at Ohio University, not Ohio State, at Ohio University, uh, we were together for a year or two in Athens, Ohio. I did the mornings on the public radio. It wasn't like a big show, but I was the local guy around the NPR morning show, morning edition. And then I enjoyed that. And we went through a couple of partners and tried that, and whatever, varying success. It didn't matter. You were in a tiny town with 2 radio stations, and we owned them both. So who cares? Anyway, long story short, the program director, whose name was Rick something or other,
Rick
literally
Dees.
Rick Dreves.
Oh,
Rick
Dreves, not Dees.
No, not Rick Dees. Really, I wish. Sorry, no shade to you, Rick Dreves, wherever you are. Anyway, he went on to do something. He was a grad student, and so he went on to do his thing. And then literally, we got married. My then wife and I got married, and we're living in Columbus, and she had a job, and I was just literally working at the mall. I don't know, like maybe pushing a broom or something. I don't remember. But
You were in mall security?
not security. No. Not even that high class. The phone rings, and it's him in Fort Myers. He says, I need somebody to do morning news. You want to come and work at Fort Myers? I said, absolutely, yes. Where the hell is that? And he said, find a Florida map, find Fort Lauderdale, and go straight west. Or find a Florida map, find Tampa, and go straight south. And I'm like, wow, that's a little tiny town. He goes, yes, it is, but not for long. So yeah, that's how I got to Fort Myers. So the first.
So you actually, what year did you come into town? 80?
Well, I got married in 80, so it would have been 81 or 2, because we lived in Columbus for a year. We had an apartment in Columbus for pretty much at least a full year. So it was probably 81 when I moved to Fort Myers first time.
Yeah, 'cause I came to 82 and went to work at, which was at a different frequency, different format. It was WSGL in Naples.
Right.
And it was at 97.7. They went by FM 98, and it was a country station out in the middle of the swamp.
Well, we were out in the middle of the swamp.
Back in those days,
in Estero, which is now the middle of a multi-billion-dollar condo development somewhere. Yeah. So yeah, Estero, right in between, right? Yeah, well, everybody knows where Estero is, just south of Fort Myers, north of Bonita Springs. So yeah, it's.
I will update you now. When you first went too, didn't you say it was in a trailer? Because I was in a trailer, but I was in a trailer in the damn swamp, and it was like snakes and gators. I mean,
they had a trailer, but they had literally just in the past few months opened the brick building, which to my knowledge is still there.
The building is still there, but everything has moved.
Right. The building is still there, but everything is kind of like when I was at WRCC up in Cape Coral. That building is still there, but everything else is moved
elsewhere.
So so no, that building literally had been open less than a year when I moved in. So yeah, it was. I kind of had that history. I ended up going to Phoenix and to be news director for a brand new station in a brand new building. And the boss walks me in and he goes, "Congratulations, here's your office. You get to build the furniture." And it was like IKEA stuff. So yeah. So anyway, that was how, super cute. Me and Dave, I don't remember. Boy, oh boy. Long story short. So anyway, enjoyed that. I lasted there through everything because when they went to automation, they still needed a news guy. When they had a live morning show, they still needed a news guy. So I was always the news director and the guy who did the public affairs shows and stuff like that. So they kind of needed me, even though they had 0 other staff. So.
Were you still there? Because I think they were there when I was there. I mean, not there. I wasn't there, but when I first moved to town, I think that's when the coconuts were going strong, the morning coconuts.
They came in. They literally. That's when I did leave, and the morning coconuts came in.
So then you were there before me because the coconuts were there. I think when I was when I was in Naples for the first time. I think that's when the coconuts, and that's when that station was like the pinnacle of radio stations. That
Oh
was
yeah.
like the radio station in
Oh
Southwest
yeah.
Florida.
Oh yeah.
Super cute. I was like in the back of my brain. Oh man, I want to work. What I wouldn't give to work there. Oh, what I wouldn't give to work there.
Yes, we were that was so Dave started that. Dave I wish I could remember names, but I'm not so good with that. He's the guy that came up with the one great song after another, and we all went, that's the easiest slogan ever. Why haven't we thought of that? And we did, and then Steve, boy, he and I had a great time. Steve, I forget his name too. Man, am I terrible with names or what?
You're
You're
getting
better
as
with
bad.
this than I
You're
am.
getting
But
as bad as me though. I'm like,
I don't think of that very. I know how that works. If you keep the memory alive by repeating it or by telling the story or whatever, then that memory stays alive in your brain. I don't do that much. I don't. It's not. I'm not going to say it's not important. Well, no, it's not that important to me. It's not that
you know,
important to me.
you know what killed us though, really? I'm going to hold it right here. This is what killed our brain.
He's
This,
holding up a phone.
this little device right here took
Yes,
the brain and just squished it.
it really did. You don't have to remember anything now. And
I
yeah,
I remember back in the day, I knew at least 10 to 20 people's telephone numbers.
you betcha.
And I
We
knew
all
them.
did.
I could rattle them off just like that.
You betcha.
Ask me my wife's phone number.
Ask
Oh.
me my partner's phone number. No idea. I know it's a local number, so it's area 352. So that's the
Ask
Gainesville
me my
area.
own son's number. I could not tell you. I have not a clue. All I know my entire life since he's had the number he has now, I picked up one of these. Oh, my son Gentry. Boom.
Yes.
There's no number. I don't see a number. I see his name. I hit a button and it
Yep.
calls him.
Yep.
I have no idea what his number. If somebody calls, what's the number? Oh, hold on. Let me get my phone.
Yeah.
I'll look it up for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Or you don't even have to look them up now. You can just say, Siri, call my son. And it does.
Uh-oh. Oh, my phone lit up when you said that. I thought, oh.
Sorry.
Well, I
Yeah.
don't know though. If you said that, I don't know if it would know because I do have my son in as Gentry.
Okay. Okay.
I think
Yeah.
I might even have him as Gentry Odom, not even Gentry Thomas.
When I taught iPhone classes, Sarasota County Public Schools, adult education program, one of my favorite parts to teach the phone bit was the fact that you could put names on people. You can, like, if I have BJ Odom in there as BJ Odom, you can also assign a nickname to it, so I could say, like you said, call my son. And if you put the nickname my son in the contact, this is free information, folks. You might want to be writing this down. It will know who you're talking about. And so I would always teach class by saying, and guys, you can always say, call my girlfriend. Now, be very careful that you have the right girlfriend selected for this week. And then always got to laugh with the old men in the class. And we had fun with that. So there you go. And the wives would always give it that glaring look. So
now let me ask you this, because you are really into iPhones and things like that. And, phone, etiquette and,
all that.
rules and no scams and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really, well, not really, because, but I do have their last name, I think, in here. Like I've got my daughter and my wife and my son.
Right.
I think they're all under Odom. But somebody said you should not do that because if someone, hacks you or whatever, I don't know, that they can get your children's numbers and then call and say, I have your dad. He's all tied up and you got to send me $10,000 or I'll kill him. And they'd all go, yeah, right. Go for it.
Go for it. Yeah, no, hacking the phone is a lot harder than other way. If I wanted to find BJ Odom's phone number, I could probably look on 6 different Facebook pages, 3 different LinkedIn pages, 4 different I could probably find his phone number 100 different ways. So no, I'm not going to worry about having names on the phone. No, that's the Apple ecosystem is a lot more secure than most. So I'm not a worry. Now, okay. What you should worry about, of course, is now that BJ Odom's voice is available on 11 Labs for a small amount of money, Bill's going to go into 11 Labs, find BJ Odom's voice, call his son and go, help, I've been kidnapped. Send me $1 million. And it will be your voice. That's the cool part, or the evil part, depending on how you slice it.
Yeah. So if you want to pull that off, it's under Bubba James, not
Bubba James at
BJ
11
Odom.
Labs. There you go.
Bubba James at 11 Labs. If you are a person who wants, book read,
Yep.
I'll do it for you. Well, the AI BJ will
Your
do it
voice
for
will
you.
do it.
If you want a commercial,
Yep.
Bubba James will do that for whatever you need. Bubba James will do, and we'll see how much money I get in my account at the end of the month, if any.
Enough to buy a if you really go crazy, get a Starbucks coffee or something, $3-4 bucks
Maybe.
for it. Yeah. Yeah.
Like I said, but he does it professionally. My friend Paul, says he'll make anywhere from, 15, 20 bucks all the way up to 200 bucks, depending on the month. But he does it professionally. So
Sure.
probably people just say, I could either call him or I could just have him.
Yeah. Or I can have the AI version and it's close enough.
Yeah.
I get that.
Well,
To me, I can still, if BJ Odom were to record, well, of course I know BJ Odom's voice. I was just going to say, I would know the difference. But for somebody who doesn't know the difference, is Paul Orr, as good as that voice is, could you tell the difference between the real one and the AI
I told you I was at the radio station in Arcadia.
Yeah.
And they played a commercial, and I immediately go, dang, that's my buddy Paul.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, that's an AI voice. And I go, what? He goes, yeah, I bought that off of 11 Labs, and it was there. And I just, you have to, I don't know how much you pay for it.
Yeah. I
think it's part of your subscription, actually.
Right.
And so I'm going, whoa, pretty wild. And then as soon as like I said, I said this story before, I got in the car and I wasn't a mile away from the radio station. Whoa, I was just at a radio station. They had a voice on. It was yours. It was an AI voice. How did that happen? He goes, oh yeah, and then he told me the story, how he does it and how he makes a few dollars with it. And I said, well, damn, I'm going to do that then. The only problem is you got to have at least an $11.99, or is it $20.99? I don't know what it is, a month for subscription to do it.
To be a voice.
Yeah, to sell, you got to get like a certain level of their subscription level.
Oh, so you could actually lose money putting yourself out there.
Yeah, but you know what? And I hate to say this, but this thing is like, because I do voiceovers for other radio stations.
Right.
And it also does, like, I can type in there, and I've just recently figured this out. I can go to 11 Labs and type, I'm doing a Western wear commercial. Sure. I need a 30-second bed. Boom.
Yeah.
Brings me out a 30-second bed that works perfect with a country Western wear place.
Right. And no music licensing. No, musicians must love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Musicians must love that. Well, and voiceover people must love it too. They make a little bit of money. What does Paul charge for a real 30-second versus versus probably the 10 or 20 bucks that they charge to use his AI voice?
Yeah, I have not a clue. Yeah.
I don't either. That would be a curious thing to know.
I know he gets some pretty good dollars for doing some car commercials. He does. But I mean,
the real Paul.
Yeah, does. when he lays it down and
Sure, of course. It's still just I don't think I'm interested.
I wonder what guys like Brian Lee and stuff are doing too, because
big voices, big.
I mean, you hear them on TV stations and radio stations and everything else, and
don't know. But
I wonder if that will slowly melt away.
Yes, it will. Of course, it will.
Because Brian Lee was doing a lot of the trailers.
Voice I want. I might be in the big city somewhere, and I can pay, like you said, I can pay. What's his name? Van Dyke or something. Some amazing amount of money to do it live, or I just go to 11 Labs and pay $20. What do you think I'm going to do?
That's like Brian Lee used to do, and I don't know, he might still do all the Disney trailers.
Right.
Those are, or at least they were. I don't know. I haven't seen any trailers lately from Disney but yeah, he like laid down all the voices for all. And I know if you're laying down stuff for Disney, you're making some decent scratch at the end of the day.
Oh yeah.
But who knows? That might all be gone now. I don't know.
It will be. If it's not yet, it will be soon. So enjoy
That's
it while you
because
can.
Disney, you can go to 11 Labs and you can get Bubba James's voice to do all your stuff. Do it today.
Tell them BJ Odom sent you.
No, tell them
Yay.
Bubba James because they got to remember Bubba James. They go in
Of
there looking
course.
for BJ Odom. They'll go, he lied. He's not on here.
Right. But there's this Bubba James guy. Sounds a little like him.
Yeah,
And
maybe I should do two different ones, one with BJ Odom and one Bubba James. I don't know. Why would they let you do that?
why not? I mean, well, is it going to be close? Does Bubba James have a little country sound to him?
Not really. No, it's I use my voice,
Oh,
my
okay.
regular voice.
Okay.
It's not like when I get on a country radio. Hey, y'all, this is Bubba James.
I know.
What's
That's
happening?
what I'm saying.
We're going down and picking some corn today. I'm driving my John Deere down there. It's John Deere Green. You know that, what I'm talking about. I guess I could do that voice and say, hey, this is BJ Odom. Come on down.
Now, the question is, of course, if I go to 11 Labs and I say I love this voice, but it needs to have a French accent or a country
I
accent.
think you can do that.
Wow.
I don't know for sure, but I think you can. I think you can give it another language. Oh, no, not my king. That's not all.
Oh yeah, you can definitely give it another. Yeah, you can. It depends, but yeah, you can definitely give
I
it
should
another
do that.
language.
I should go in there and say, make Bubba James say this line in French. And go, damn, that's a sexy dog right there. Damn, talking in French.
Next week, let's do the podcast open in like Japanese next week or something, just for fun. That'd be great. Oh man! All right, let's take a quick break. We're off on a roll here, and it's we're already 40 minutes into it. This is awesome. So, all right, everybody, go refill your coffee. We will be right back. Welcome back. This is BJ and Bill, the podcast. And yes, we are actually live human beings speaking this as we go. We've been talking about AI so much. But as always, we'd love to have you as a real human being. Stop and leave a 5-star review for this show wherever you get your podcasts. Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, Music. Doesn't matter. We're on all of them. Use your 5-star review there. If you want to stop by and say hi, do a search for us on Facebook, BJ and Bill the podcast. Just find our page. And then if you'd like to do an email, because BJ loves getting emails and he never does, so you could brighten his day by sending an email to bjandbillthepodcast@gmail.com. There you go.
Unless you want us to buy something, forget it.
Unless you want to buy something?
I mean, unless you're selling something. That's what I said. All of our
you were talking.
Emails are like, somebody's selling something.
Of course.
Speaking of selling,
what an interesting thing. Somewhere somebody has, well, that's probably a bot as well, an AI bot. Just find me the website, find me the email address for 1,000 different podcasts. And now I can send you all an email and say, hey, if you want to be a superstar or whatever, we can do that. Just give us money. Thanks.
I ain't giving nobody money unless I know you.
You have put your finger on exactly what I think the how marketing is going to work in the future and all of that. Because we've all gotten spam phone calls for 20 years now, right? And we all know to hang up on them, or your iPhone even tells you potential spam or whatever. All right, so we're used to that. The next step, though, is where you start seeing video of people selling you something, but it's like, wait a minute, is that real or not? So yeah, it's going to get a little more interesting in the marketing business now. So we'll see.
Life is just getting too complicated. And there's
no
not even any
doubt about that.
And there's no women involved in this either. And it should be easy now. Once you get a woman involved in anything, it's complicated for a guy. They complicate up everything for us.
Wait. Hit the rewind button there, mister. What are you talking about?
What? Don't tell me that you've never been confused by a woman.
Oh, I see. Well, no, that is absolutely true, of course. What's your point?
I guess I was just letting anybody know that didn't already know that, which I don't know who that would be.
No, not at all. So I get it. That's fine. So anyway, the AI thing, it's going to be weird. I think there are some ways that it can be helpful. I mean, you and I use it almost every day. Um, and have fun with it. And you crank out those pictures of the BJ and Bill podcast, the thumbnail images, for Facebook and all that. They're funny. They're cool. So I get it. Can it be used for other things? Yeah, yes, it can. So just be careful out there. I think I'm going to talk a little bit about that I told you off air that I'm going to relaunch for like the third or fourth time the Bill iPhone tip channel on YouTube. And I think I'm going to talk a little bit about AI as well.
Cool.
Yeah.
I have to start watching. I don't know what it is, but I do watch a lot more, which, I think it's dangerous to watch a lot of YouTube because a lot of people are full of BS on YouTube. But there are people that also, know what they're talking about. So you don't know which one we don't know which one you're getting. You don't know if you're getting the guy who knows what he's talking about or some guy just giving you BS.
Yep.
But, yeah, I've been noticing that I'm myself watching a lot more YouTube than ever before.
I do too, and I watch too much. It's just absolutely positively too much. I recognize that. I admit it. I'm like the guy at the AA meeting. Hi, my name's Bill, and I watch too much YouTube. So, yeah. But I don't have an answer for it yet. I find it so interesting. And I honestly, unless I'm watching sports, I'd rather watch a YouTube video about something I'm interested in other than TV.
Yeah. Well, yeah, what's really funny, because one of my main interests, and so that's what it always feeds you, your main interest.
Of course.
Is, especially when I was looking and, I don't know, electric cars have fascinated me for the last couple of years. So I watch a lot of, speaking of YouTube, I watch a lot of YouTube videos on, electric cars.
Cool.
And they are so cool because you can tell within the first 2 or 3 minutes, it's either someone that is so in favor of EVs, like how great they are.
Right.
But then you get the other ones like, oh, these are all the bad things with EV. And you watch them and you're going, okay, I've had one for 2 years. You don't know what you're talking about, buddy. You just like basically hate them. And so you're trying to make up every story you can make up to make them really look like they're not good.
I hear you.
There's probably people doing it on the other side too. Some of the EV shows that are positive. I watch are probably, okay, there might be, but yeah, some of these like finding a charging station anymore, unless you're out in the middle of, the middle of nowhere, it's almost impossible anymore to take even 100-mile run and not find at least 5 or 6 on your way. And that's just 100 miles. You don't even need one within 100 miles.
I mean, I'm glad to hear that from you because I'm still thinking about it. I mean, I'm not in a spot to buy a car, new, used, or whatever at the moment, but I'm thinking that my next one could easily be that. And the 2 people that I know that have them, you and another friend, both have the benefit of being able to charge them at home. So I would want to do that. Now that I have a house, I'd want to do that. So yeah, I get it. Still on the fence.
I probably drive my car.
You drive next to nothing.
I can go 165, 175 miles of driving on what would cost anyone right now, maybe a gallon and a half of gasoline.
I get it. I mean, I do. And unless you're getting 30 miles to the gallon, I mean, even if you were getting 30 miles to the gallon, you go 150 miles, that's 5 gallons of gas. Currently $4 a gallon, that's $20. You're doing it for $4, $3 or $4.
Yeah,
right. I get it.
I go 150. I'm just got, this is kind of an estimate, but
yeah.
But usually I because I don't go down like below 20. I usually charge it up every week if I need to or not.
Right.
And I only charge it to 80%.
Right.
And I'll go 150 miles and usually put like $4 worth of electricity in it.
Pretty sweet.
So it's cost me about $4 for 150, 160 mile range.
Pretty sweet. Right. Yeah. Right.
When I do it at home.
Yeah. If you do it at home. And electric cars have next to no maintenance. There's nothing to break. Well, there's things to break.
I had the one for 2 years.
Right.
All I really had was tire rotation and the little filter that comes out of your air conditioner.
Yep.
That's the only, and put fluids in it because you have some cooling fluid
Yep.
for the battery, the big
Right.
battery that charges the whole car. So you have some cooling fluid you got to change. That's it. That's all I had. 2 years. That's all I did.
I've watched more than a few Tesla videos, and they say the thing that surprised me most is the amount of windshield washer fluid I'm putting in it, because apparently they have the cameras in the at the top that watch where you're going, so the windshield wipers are set to automatically often keep that clean. And he says I go through a lot of windshield washer fluid. Oh
Yes.
damn,
Well,
oh damn,
I
yeah,
wonder why. Yeah, I noticed that too with even the Ionic 5. Must be
because
the
there's a
same reason.
camera probably that's helping to drive it or whatever. So it automatically keeps it clean. That's what I've heard. I don't know. Again, you're the expert, not me. So there you go.
Like I said, and now the more I read, but who knows, you can't believe everything you read. But they're saying these batteries, yeah, you're going to get some, I forget the big word.
Degradation.
Yeah, degradation or whatever.
Yes.
But they said 20 batteries are lasting 20 years and people are losing maybe in 20 years, maybe 20% of your battery.
Right.
Which
Right.
if you've got any length or distance at all in your battery, you're going to lose a little bit. You're not going to lose, you're still going to be able to go anywhere you want in town and maybe the next town over and two,
And that's just it. I think the strategy is if you're doing a lot of driving, a lot of traveling, whatever, maybe you have both. Maybe you have the electric for around town and you have the gas for when you're driving. But again, like you said, more and more and more electric charging stations coming on out there. It's not going to be a problem pretty soon. So
that's because I've been thinking about vacation again.
You are. That's right. We talked about that last time. Any plans?
I'm trying to figure out my route. I got a couple things in mind. Because a vacation, I want to go see my sister-in-law.
Right.
Indiana. But I'm thinking maybe do two weeks, maybe even a little more than 2 weeks.
Okay.
So I'm thinking going up there, maybe 5 days. So I've been thinking about going up the East Coast and maybe going up to like Virginia or whatever, maybe even find out what's level with Indianapolis, and then whatever goes from that road to Indianapolis, maybe just get on it and take the Eastern Seaboard all the way up.
Sure. That would be a long, that's the long way to go. Wow. That's the long.
Yeah. It's definitely a long way, but it's places that I've never really been or I'm thinking like go here, spend a day, get back in the car, then go again and spend a day.
I love that idea.
So I'm thinking about, that's what I'm thinking about. And I was like doing a little pre-check. I need charging. If I'm going to do this, I want to make. And man, life going up the east. If you're on 95 they're everywhere. They're like every.
Oh yeah.
20, 30 miles you can charge.
If nothing else, every Buc-ee's.
Oh yeah, every Buc-ee's for sure.
Yeah.
I'm trying to plan that out too. But after you're going up the Eastern Seaboard, after you're really out of they're not a whole lot.
No, they're not.
North.
But they have other big gas station, mega station kind of concepts. Buc-ee's kind of started it, but now everybody's doing it. So yeah, I get it. So sure, I wouldn't doubt that going up I-95. If all the way. You're going, say you're New York or something like that. Yeah, you would have no problem finding a charging station along the way every 100 miles, every couple 100 miles.
I'll tell you this, but Indiana is a very, very red state.
Yes.
And I know some red people that don't like electric cars.
Really?
And when I look at my routes going, up 75, going up 95, and the only place now, Indianapolis, filled with them.
Uh-huh.
But
you charging places?
Yeah, but you get in the country, it's like, well, you don't want one of them things around in our town. Don't you be putting one of them electric car chargers in our car, our town.
I get it. Yeah, I get it.
They're far and few between. And I would not want an electric car in Indiana.
I hadn't really thought of that, but okay. Interesting.
I don't know how Ohio is. I kind of looked at the route over and there was, there was a few, but all the big towns have tons of them. But when you get out and you're like, because Indiana, like you can go 100 miles and see nothing but cornfield, like, oh, there's there's something that's not a barn. What's that all about?
That's not a barn. Yeah. Well, that starts, I mean, if you're in Ohio, that starts in Columbus. Once you go like 10 miles west of Columbus, it's all cornfields. There's
Yeah,
cornfields in Ohio too. So yeah, I get it.
but it's
But
it's like, yeah, they're like, unless you're on the interstate, they are far, far and few between.
I like
You
your
think?
idea though. I do. I think that's a cool idea to plan a little vacation and go to some places that you might not otherwise have gone. See how the charging experience goes. Yeah, that's cool.
That's just this. That's on the back of my mind.
Back of your mind. Well, let us
Nothing,
know when it gets to the front of your mind, and then
nothing
we'll
is.
know.
Yeah, nothing has been written in stone yet.
Of course, the problem for BJ Odom is always trying to find a week where he doesn't have a
A
doctor's
doctor's
appointment or
appointment.
6. So
And
yeah,
what's
that's
and my wife is like, you know, one of us needs to be healthy. She's starting to get as bad as me, and I'm going. Now wait a minute. Now you never go on vacation because one, if it ain't me, it's her. If it ain't her, it's me. It's like, damn.
I hear you. I don't have an answer. I mean,
I'm almost so when I'm thinking about this, I'm thinking, I don't even care if you say I got to have one. Change it because I'm going for about 2 weeks, and ain't nobody stopping me. And if you got a doctor needs me, tell them they can find me on the road. Damn it.
I love it. BJ Odom sticking up for his independence.
Yeah, I want to travel the country.
I think I support you in that desire. I think that's a great idea. So you do it. You go for it.
And I don't want to go all the way to Maine, but maybe even I don't know what's even maybe was if I went east
Yeah.
and then went to like Indianapolis or even like through Cleveland and in
Right.
northern Indiana. I wonder how far north where I want to get to at least far enough north where I'm getting some good seafood like crabs and
Right.
lobster.
Well,
Of course, I think lobster you got to go all the way to Maine though.
yeah, but they have that everywhere. I mean, but crab and fish, I mean, Maryland, crab, seafood, big
Yeah,
time there.
maybe Maryland.
Yeah. Because eventually you're going to have to make that big left turn and go west
A long way, yeah.
a long way. And that's not that's a boring drive. Well, of course it's a boring drive, but I mean, it could be worse. So you'll see a lot of corn, a lot of cows.
And some beans. Yeah, and some beans.
Maybe so. So across Ohio, across Pennsylvania, across Ohio into Indiana. Whew, that's a long
Pennsylvania, big country. Or is that?
farming. Not so much. I mean, yeah, but not like Ohio and Indiana. But well, it depends on how you go. If you go across the Pennsylvania Turnpike, that's I don't know. That just doesn't sound like fun. I've done it. I mean, you go through if you like. You could stop the PA Turnpike that goes through Gettysburg. I think if you like a little American history there.
I could get addressed.
Yeah, you could. I'm gonna have to pull up my Google map and find out the best way to do that because boy, it's been a long time since I've gone east and west across that. I've driven the north south. I know I-75 pretty much like the back of my hand all the way to Cincinnati, and then you get on 71 to Cleveland. So yeah.
Well, see, I'm kind of the same way. I know 75, and I also know 65.
Yeah,
Yeah. You
For
can
you
go.
going, if the trick is everybody gets to Cincinnati, right? You're on 75 from Florida, no matter how. You're on 75 through Atlanta, through Tennessee, through the whole thing. You get to Cincinnati. Then you got the decision. All right, do I take 71 to Columbus and Cleveland? Do I take 65 to, whatever's in between that and Chicago? So,
Yeah.
yeah. So, yeah, that's stop it. Get to Cincinnati in time for a baseball game. They have that, the park is right there on the river. Very pretty. So, yeah, that'd be fun.
I'm thinking more of the seafood route, but then I'm thinking too because I was like, trying to look on my own. Another thing is because I was asking Chat. Me and Chat, we're becoming really good buddies.
Yes.
And Chat kind of suggested now if I really wanted seafood is to go all the way up to Maryland, like you said.
Yeah.
But then Chad also said if I was going to, Indiana and go through the Blue Ridge, whatever that's called,
Blue Ridge
Parkway or
Mountains.
whatever.
Yep.
I go, you're not going super fast speeds, but you're seeing some beautiful country in there too. So I don't know. I have to talk to the little woman and
I would be curious to know what the car charging situation is along the Blue Ridge Parkway. That
But
one
you
might
know
be tough.
what? I
Oh,
went to the mountains like
yes.
last summer.
Yes.
And let me tell you, because of say the big word again for me, you're my interpretator. Or your,
Battery degradation.
no, not degree, but recharge. Like when you charge, like when
Recharge.
you coast and
Oh,
your
oh,
battery
oh, oh, yeah. I forget what they call that, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
generating or whatever.
Regenerative braking. Yes.
Yeah. That when I was in the mountains, I'm going, oh my God. I would go like, it seemed like I'd go like 20 miles and I would still be, wow, I'm still at 77%. How far have we went? And we have like not used hardly anything at all.
Uphill, downhill, uphill, down.
Oh,
Uphill,
yeah.
spend some electricity, downhill, recharge. Uphill, spend some electricity,
Yeah.
downhill, recharge.
I
I don't
loved
think
it
it's
in the
a
mountains.
I don't
I
think it's a
loved it in the
zero
mountains,
sum game. I don't think it doesn't work that way,
but it was
but it's
close.
close.
I mean,
I get it. I
the
do.
whole time I was in the mountains, I hardly used any battery. And I'm like, what the? This is like, whoa, I should
Maybe
move
you're
here.
maybe you're
Might have
onto
to
something
charge
here.
once a year. I don't know.
I don't think it works that way. But still, you let us know. Go try. By the way,
Like
if
I
you do
said,
go on vacation, we're going to have to make plans to do the show on the
yeah,
road or something like that. That would be cool.
yeah, that'd be good. Today I'm in Maryland.
There you
Today
go.
I'm in
It's like
Ohio.
where's Waldo? We're going to do Where's BJ? That's awesome.
Real
So yeah,
quick story. My wife watches this soap opera.
yes.
And they have this, well, they probably have more than one, but one guy you just notice. You know, like they'll have a restaurant scene.
Yes.
He may have a wig on, he may have hat on, you know, he might have a ball cap, might have a dress hat. And so my wife goes, "Where's Waldo today?" And we'll
Uh-huh.
see a scene, you know, that's just a bunch of people, you know, that's not the main characters. And there he will be in, you know, a new outfit or a new hairdo or a mustache or a beard. And we're like, "Where's Waldo today?"
So they got a cast of 7 and they have to recycle characters through the whole thing to make sure it works.
Well, no, I mean, this guy, I've never seen him do a line
Right.
ever.
Right.
He's
He's
just
probably the director's son or something
Yeah,
like
he's
that.
but if there's a scene where there's like, you
Right.
know, a
Where
bunch
they
of
need
people,
bodies. Where
yeah,
they need
he's,
people. Yeah.
you look around. Oh, there he is. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, there he is.
That's funny. I was watching a baseball game last night in which one was it? I think Philadelphia. It was in Philly. And there was a guy dressed up as Waldo. And they're like, there he is. There he is.
Final words. If you've been watching any of this, and it's like my daughter's been twice. My wife's been. This banana ball is getting out of control. I think he's ready to take over the national, the National Baseball
Okay.
League or whatever.
And I know what I'll be honest. I know what it is, and I've seen pictures and I've seen clips on like Facebook and Twitter, X. But what's the attraction?
They've got a league now.
I know
There's
they
like
do.
Eight team league.
I know that. What's the selling point other than it's silly baseball?
But it's good. I mean, these guys are good because
They're
I've
good.
watched on ESPN too. They have like 2 or 3 nights a week now.
Yes,
Banana
yes,
ball.
they do. All right, so now I'm going to watch. All right, I'm
And
going to
then
watch
it's like
Banana Ball.
you're watching people catch the ball behind their back.
Yep.
You're watching them throw it to first base, you know, like under their leg. It's like, whoa, this is crazy. And then all of a sudden they break out in song and they're all dancing like you're watching, you know, some kind of play or something, you know, a Broadway musical. Then all of a sudden they're making trick plays and they're hitting. It's like, oh my God, I don't know what it is.
But it's entertaining.
It's entertaining for sure.
That's all that matters.
Like I said, my daughter's been twice and she loves it.
Been to a game.
Yeah.
Where? In Orlando?
One was just a couple of weeks ago. They had one at Orlando there at Disney at the Wide World of Sports.
Yes.
And then one time she went to Steinbrenner Park over in Tampa. That's where she saw it the first time. And my wife went to that one with her. She went with a friend, and then the friend brought a mother. So, you know, the 2 mothers hung out together. And then my daughter and her boyfriend just went to one, it was a couple of weeks ago there at Wide World of Sports, and they both loved it.
Note to self, watch one banana ball game.
And now, like I said, there's like 8 teams.
Yes, I know.
There used to be just like the Harlem Globetrotters, you know?
Yes,
it was two teams.
It was well. That's why it's banana, because it was the Savannah Bananas.
Yes,
it was the Savannah Bananas, and they would travel around. You're right, and they would like the Globetrotters. And who do they play? They played the Washington Generals.
Washington
or
Generals,
something.
yeah.
Yeah. So
this was like the party animals. They played for a while. It was the party animals and the bananas.
Right, and now you're right. There are 8 teams. Amazing. Okay, I'll watch. I promise. Between now and next week, I will watch one or at least a piece of a banana ball game, a slice or two, and then we'll see what I did there. See what I did there?
Peel it back and tell me what you think next week.
All right. So the cliches are going to be great with this one. So that's it. So have you seen it or not?
I've not seen it live, but I've watched it on television a few times.
Okay. All right. So I'll watch one live, and then we'll have some notes to compare, and we'll go from there. So awesome.
Yeah, like I said, I've definitely watched a few games on television, and I hate to admit it, I'm kind of getting into it because you really don't care who you root for.
No.
Because it's entertaining. It's fun to watch. Where I'm sick and tired of Indiana Fever. Oh man, they're going, man. They're up by 12. They're up by 15. Oh shit, they lost the game.
I've seen more than one post, and I don't know her name. So how is this Indiana Fever coach keeping her job? How is that happening with that much talent and that big a fan base and the issues that BJ Odom just described, which is being ahead all through the whole game and then losing.
What they got? The Spurs or some shit?
Yeah, they're the Spurs. Yeah, they're the Spurs of the WNBA. All right. We got a whole other hour's worth of material here. Save it for next week, when it will be show number 199. Just saying.
99.
Just saying.
99.
Just saying.
99.
All right, everybody. Head over to wherever you get your podcast, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, you name it. Leave us that 5-star review. We appreciate it. We love you. And, if you want to make BJ's day, send him an email, bjandbillthepodcast@gmail.com. Till then, have a great week. Just up to BJ Odom to say.
Then pictures. Oh, no, wait. I'm sorry. See ya.
I'll take a ride back in time when the airways were golden and the DJs shine. 2 mics, 2 guys, and a whole lot of laughs. Living like legends, bringing stories back. No script, no rules, just telling it all. From theme park tales to a pickleball call.